My name is Nigel Baker. I'm the founder of MiThought. It's where genius ideas come to life. So what actually is that? It's an online incubator where members can post, share, develop ideas, collaborate with other members, find partners and funding. A lot of people say to me at this stage, well, isn't that what Kickstarter do? Isn't that what Quirky does, etc.? No, what I need to say to myself is, most people have ideas. I worked across Europe, Middle East and Africa for many years, and everyone I seem to meet had an idea of some sort. It's the inspiration. So you got up in the morning and you thought of something. It's to capture that inspiration at that stage. So the second thing people say to me is, why now? What's the reason for doing this and what's the market? Well, the first thing is, in the last few years, we've moved into a knowledge economy, and particularly with the change of technology using broadband, mobile phones and laptops, etc., we've now got the level of connectivity which we've never had before. Secondly, you also go to the next stage whereby you need some help, you need some commercial support, and that's where partners come in. So if you're looking for a partner in China or South America or North America and you're based in Europe, where would you find them? I mean, it's pretty difficult, and it's difficult for being here in London, one of the most connected cities in the world. And then third level, as I say, is funding, be able to raise debt funding, finance, equity, etc. If you're across the world and you've got an inspiration and you're going to use technology to connect with other people, you've got to be able to connect in a way that works for you. And if you think about the people that have ideas, they're not in large corporations, they're sitting at home, they've got a family, they're at work, etc., and they want to be able to connect in a way that suits them. So what's really changed? So the world economy's changed. We've moved into a knowledge economy in the last sort of 10 or 15 years, but more importantly, technology is now caught up with it. And what does that mean? Well, if you are connecting with people, you need to connect with people in a seamless way, and you need to be able to connect in a way that really helps the user experience. So with my site in particular, having fantastic broadband and being able to connect with people through internet and wireless and using voice conferencing and video conferencing, and having that level of bandwidth is absolutely essential to me to be able to run my business and also those members across the world. So my team are in Bangalore and also in Tasmania. And of course you've got the time zone things, I'm talking to the US as well. For me, I need to have really good connectivity using Infinity broadband in the UK through BT, which is great. And the other people that I'm working with need to have that sort of level of broadband and connectivity to be able to be a virtual team. So it's really important. So we live and breathe exactly what we're trying to help our members do, connect people around the world. Also, I added to that, now we're moving into the cloud. So using broadband again for the cloud is extremely important for the user experience. If you're on the site, you want to have a really smooth, great experience, and it adds to the whole package, as it were, for the MiThought. First of all, there's myself, co-founder for the business, and then there's Louise, who does the social networking and marketing. Then there's Claire, who does the SEO and blogging, and getting the messages out. Chris, who does the front-end code, the CSS, HTML5, and there's Steve, who does the back-end code, the ASP.NET. So we are a really close-knit team, even though we never sit in one location. We probably only meet once a month. So we're living and breathing our model, and the same model that our members would use. So what type of ideas do we put on MiThought? Well, we have a whole range. We have media ideas, we have technology ideas, we have home ideas, and we also have ideas that could turn themselves into the next big thing. I mean, if you think about where Steve Jobs and others started, it's about coming up with an idea and having the conviction to move it forward. There are a whole range of ideas on the site. If you go on there, you'll have a look, and they cut across all different technologies. They cut across all different sectors and markets, and it's really inspirational to see. We have three categories. We have ideas, because lots of people have inspiration. We also have, which we found when we did our beta testing, those people that have a need. In other words, I've got a problem, I want someone to fix it. And so that's on there as well. And the third level of content, which I'm always amused about, is the genius idea. So you found a genius idea. And people often say to me, why a genius idea? Because it's someone else's. I say, well, I've got a young son. If you try to ask him to write some homework for English and to think of a story, you need to inspire him to do it. So we have inspiration and genius ideas on the site as well. So that's our complete story.